The difference between impossible and inevitable is persistence. When I heard phrases like that 11 years ago, they sounded all well and good, and they were exciting and motivational, but I didn't really believe them. I didn't really think they were real. I thought they were just words. But back then, I was struggling with my health. I wasn't healthy. I wasn't fit. I was struggling with my weight and this diagnosis of MS. And I was taking my meds and being told the best I can expect is that if I do the right things, my MS will stay relapsing, remitting, and hopefully not ever go to progressive. But something in me knew there was something more, right? That maybe something in those phrases really makes sense. And if you look at the history of mankind, right, what's separated the people that have achieved great things, whether it be science, medical, physical, it's generally persistence. It's the people that will push harder and go further than the ones that give up. So I look back at who I was 11 years ago, and I thought maybe there was more, but I didn't really understand what it was. But the one thing I kind of held on to was the idea that there are variables that I can't control. There are things that have happened to me that are out of my hands. But there are things I can control. I can control some of the decisions I make. The way I treat myself, the way I live. And so I took control of those things. And bit by bit, I started to become more persistent in the way I lived and the choices I made. And here I am, 11 years later, living proof that phrase actually means something. I was persistent in the variables I could control, my health, my eating, my lifestyle. And 11 years later, I'm now living in remission. My MS is in remission. I don't deal with it anymore. I don't have to take medications. I don't have to do anything. I just get to enjoy my life and make the most of these new physical attributes I've built and this new lifestyle I've created. So today, I want you to think about that. I know the gap between who you are now and who you would like to be seems impossible, but the difference between impossible and inevitable is persistence. If you stick with it, you may not become exactly who you want to be, but I guarantee you'll be better than you are now. Let's be better. I'll see you tomorrow.